You would hate to be a traffic warden, would you
I
not?
swear to fucking God, when I was unemployed, when I come back from university, my brother sent me a clipping of a job, which was the pre-op.
Pre-op?
Yeah, the pre-op scrub assistant for the vasectomy clinic. Or something like that.
Wow. A snip flipper.
So basically, like shaving men's balls and then washing them.
Genghis Khan.
Welcome to the Amish Inquisition podcast.
Sunday, the 7th
7th
of
October.
October.
2018.
Nobody's hungover.
No.
Twitter at Amish INQ Podcast. Twitter at Amish INQ Podcast.
Spotify.
You do it. I'm having a slurp.
iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, YouTube, the Amish Inquisition at gmail.com, Podbean,
Patreon.
YouTube. You said YouTube.
iTunes.
Cuddly Toy.
Reviews, subscribe.
And like.
Refuse to subscribe. Exercise your rights. Yes.
To partay.
Review and so are we asking people to subscribe to things? Like a part work?
Yeah, so it just comes every week. You don't have to send them a private message to listen. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, well, we're not even offering, a part work to build up a big plastic dinosaur or anything. That's what I used to subscribe to.
Yeah. You got the skull free, didn't you?
Diageo.
First issue, 99p.
Yep.
180 issues to follow, $7.99 each.
Absolutely.
It was the skeleton and then the skin, wasn't it?
You got something cool in the first issue normally.
I think it was the skull.
It was the
skull parts.
It was. I remember that dinosaur magazine.
Yeah, Glow
I
in the
got the
Dark.
skull.
Bone. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. The skull.
Yeah.
I think there was a Star Trek chess set that went out, and it was, you buy a piece every month or something with Mag, and then you have to buy the board extra. It looks cool as fuck.
Yeah,
really.
Is it 3D hollow chess?
You can get that.
You can
3D chess, yeah. But no, this was just a regular chessboard
standard
with
chess.
Federation stylings and whatnot.
Tea. Earl Grey.
Yeah, hot. Oh fuck.
Corrections and addendums.
Oh, yes,
Correndums.
yes.
There aren't any.
Oh, there must
All
be some.
correct.
Yeah, immaculate.
Really?
On Wednesday. Yeah.
The Immaculate Conception podcast.
Well, you've not had any complaints.
We need to shout out to Bolt today because
Shout
it's
out.
his birthday.
Walter Wright.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I rang him midweek, after the last podcast, to see if he wanted to do his quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he said, "Oh well, it's my birthday on Sunday, so probably not."
Oh,
On the lash.
No, he's on crutches again.
on the crutches.
Tripped over a tree.
over trees are big.
Yeah, some branch of a tree or something. So
Obviously,
he's
we're
got
listening.
he's got tennis elbow in his hip.
Right.
So maybe next week, maybe week after. Probably not next week because Steve's here next week.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah, Big Steve.
Big Steve.
It'd be interesting. We can ask him some science questions,
Yeah,
and he might get something right.
onlinechemistrytutor.com.
Yeah.
Is that his website?
His website. Interesting inflection.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a website.
Trying him out.
Yeah,
Nobody
he
told
does,
me.
He does online chemistry teaching
Does
And
he?
what's the website again?
and face to face. Oh God, Ben's opening his. What the fuck is it?
Nitro Latte.
Nescafe Azira.
Nitro Latte.
Oh, you're
Azera.
trumping.
Nitro.
Yeah.
Why did you buy that?
Because it was £1.
Is that good value?
Well, yeah.
Is it not going to make you
It was in
shit
a red star.
through the eye of a needle in about
Probably, yeah.
15 minutes?
Well, we'll find out.
I can't believe it's nearly bedtime. Are you drinking that nonsense?
I'm drinking filtered coffee.
Yeah, I know, but you're stupid as well.
I don't normally...
Drink shaming.
I usually have my last coffee with my tea, and then when I've finished taking kids to bed, when I come down at about 7:30 or 7:45, then I have a cup of tea.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's the end of my fluid consumption.
Just the last caffeine hit before bed.
Tea don't have caffeine in it. Tiny
Corrections, addendums.
There's a famous thing, isn't there? A pound of tea has more caffeine than a pound of coffee.
I think it's a pound of tea weighs the same as a pound of coffee.
No.
No?
It does, yeah, but a pound of tea has more caffeine in than a pound of coffee.
Does it?
But
Well, it
you
depends
put
on
far
the...
less tea in one brew than you do coffee.
Ah,
So there's less
yeah.
in a cup.
Right, okay.
QI, I think. I think
Was
that's
it?
on QI.
Well, I suppose if you grind, surely a ground bean weighs more than a dried leaf. No? Would you have
Yeah,
that?
probably, yeah.
Would you have that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Bean would
either.
contain more energy than a leaf.
Do you ever know
Why?
anyone?
Plant, because that's where the plants put their energy into the fruit. So that it's true.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah,
Leaves will be like a soaking
leaves
mechanism.
the way the energy is created,
Yeah, and the
then
bean
it's
is the
ported
fruits
to
of
the
the soaking labour.
Yeah.
ported to the bean.
Why are we not drinking tea beans then?
I think
Why
there
do
are
we not-
tea cherries. I'm pretty sure.
Tea cherries?
I think they're sort of cherry-like a tea fruit. I don't know. Does tea grow underground?
Well, there's tea tree oil, isn't there?
That's
tea
something-
tree oil.
That's something else, isn't it, surely?
Does that not come from tea?
From the
From the tree of tea?
tree of the tea.
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, all
I think it's a tea is a bush, isn't
Right.
it?
No idea.
Ruby booze is a tea bush, I think. A type
And
of tea.
I assume tea tree is a tree.
Isn't a bush just a short tree? Maybe
No, it's
they
a different
fall over a bush.
species or whatever.
It's
A tea
Fell in
bush.
a bush.
A tree branch, is it?
Tree branch.
Or root. Probably a root.
Ah,
that was
yeah, that's
sticking up
more
from the
likely.
pavement,
Yeah.
I think. And his leg stayed still and he went one way. And that's how he got the tennis elbow in the hip.
Pissed again.
Pineapples grow in a bush,
They do.
not a
Right.
tree.
They're a single fruit in a thing in
Like
a bush.
a one plant,
It's
a
like-
one fruit plant.
I saw them growing at the side of the road in the Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah.
People mix up pineapple plants and coconut trees, I think.
What?
I think that's where the misconception comes from.
Oh, right,
People
okay.
think pineapple and they think of coconut trees.
Why? Why would you
Dunno.
do such a
I
thing?
think that's probably something that you did as a child.
Probably, yeah.
And now
Yeah.
you're trying to blame everyone else.
Have an Aldi find of the week.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I think I have as well.
Oh, go on, you go first.
A Karcher, if you're listening, Karcher window vacuum for
How much?
£30.
The race.
Yeah?
The race then for cleaning your windows.
No, I wasn't allowed to buy one.
It looks like a squeegee.
Yeah.
But it's
got a Hoover, hasn't it?
goes,
I was going to get my wife one for Christmas last year.
Oh, really?
It's not a vacuum. It's a water thing, isn't it?
No,
It's
you plug
vacuum.
it in.
Clean your windows.
You plug it in.
Yeah, it has a
Charges.
vacuum.
It's got a vacuum.
Oh,
it's a
it's-
window
It
vac.
sucks up the moisture as well.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
you get the rubber thing, the thing that puts the suds on.
Squeegee, is it?
No, that's the squeegee's what wipes the water.
Sponge.
Off. The spongy stick, and you do that, and then you hoover it off with the. So you know. So what really needs to happen is Dyson need to get in the market. It'd be like a bladeless,
It's massively inflate the price of everything.
but it'll be trendy.
How much is their hairdryer?
I don't know.
It's about 800 quid.
That's it. That sounds right.
It's something ridiculous.
Does it look like their fan without blades?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just looks like a circle, a hollow circle.
That's what I
Circle on a stick.
Is it the moon on the stick?
Yeah. So one of them things you do for going around a metal shape.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you buy one?
No, I wasn't allowed
Why?
because I was told it'd
Did
be
you
a
just
waste.
buy?
We'd
wait,
never use it.
You'd already had your
We'd use
random,
it once.
your random item, which was the bacon.
I think I've had all my random items many times over.
Aye. My wife, I think she went to Lidl this week. That's why maybe she's not bought
Boo, little.
one. She should have got one
No one goes to Netto anymore.
It's
because
finished,
it doesn't
hasn't it?
exist.
Didn't
Let me finish. I was going to say that.
Didn't Morrison's do a deal with them?
Someone bought them their stores, didn't they?
Yeah.
Safeway. They bought Safeway, didn't they, Morrison's?
Did they?
Yeah. And then had to shut them all the little shops.
Tesco are releasing. I'll come back to my find of
An
the week.
album.
Tesco are releasing their own budget brand,
Jack's.
Ah, yeah.
to compete with Aldi and Lidl.
Yeah, and they did some price comparisons, and every single comparison was more expensive. Some of it was ridiculous. So, like Aldi's own brand beans, you could get like 4 cans for 60p or something.
Corral.
I don't know.
Corral, yeah.
I think it was the.
They do good beans with sausages. Corral beans and sausages. And
I think it was the white label. Like,
Whoa! No one buys them. No one buys them.
I know, but it was like they were like 60p
Unless it say,
for 4.
what's it for school? You've got to take a tin in for charity.
Food bank.
Everything's white.
Oh, harvest Cafford. Yeah, get some of that shitty Aldi beans. 8p a can.
How's this?
Take that, the man.
Yeah, there you go.
So go on. What the comparison was shit?
I don't know. Yeah, and it was like 20p more.
They've only opened, I think, one store as yet.
It's about 6.
Is it?
I've read an article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about it.
You don't think there's any hope for him then?
Not if it's more expensive, no.
So it defeats the object, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just shows how much difference there is between Aldi and the regular supermarkets.
Yeah.
You know, if they've gone to all this expense and marketing and publicity and shop fitting,
Mm-hmm.
and they still can't fucking compete. I wonder why.
I think what they've done is they've used some stores that they've mothballed when they got done for fiddling their tax,
Right, yeah.
and they stopped building stores because they had to like shave off billions off the profits.
I know they were doing own brand like Aldi does. They were putting money into getting their own brands.
Yeah, they all
to
do that
compete.
now, though, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, all do own brand stuff.
Smart price has to.
Yeah, that Smart Price been around for ages, hasn't it? Ooh,
I'd like I've seen a Smart Price T-shirt. That was quite nice.
Nice. Smart price birthday card. Isn't it?
Yeah,
That's a
that's
joke,
nice,
yeah.
that'd be a good one.
I've seen them. I've seen one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
They pay their staff a lot as well, Aldi.
Really?
Like, yeah, management is ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
50,
but-
60k for a store manager or something stupid. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't know how. We're saying we don't know how their prices are so cheap, but also they pay the staff a lot more than
Yeah, they do.
normal
Yeah.
as well. So,
But you are worked into the ground there.
yeah, but people in retail love that.
I know. Yeah, I think
90-hour weeks. Yeah, bring it down.
Store manager is like 30s, 30s,
30 grand store manager.
and then
okay.
yeah, but then when you can go up to like a
Like
regional,
area.
yeah, and then it's like gets us like 40, 60. So like when when they do that wicked graduate scheme, so you can leave university, but you have to go and work as an assistant manager, a manager, and then area manager. So like in over 3 or 4 years, you could potentially get up to like 40 or 50 grand or something.
That's good. It's really quick.
It is, but I don't want to work 90 hours a week.
No, and if you're going to be a teacher, you get 25 grand
Yeah.
tax free, just in your back pocket.
So is that a recent thing?
I got 9 when I trained.
It's £25,000
25,000. The last time I checked.
for doing what?
I think maths or science teacher. You can't get away like being an RE teacher, fucking leisure and tourism or whatever.
So it's 20. Is it 25 grand? Do they just give you your salary tax free or something?
They give you, it's a bursary, so they just give it you tax free. Yeah.
Fuck. And then you get your salary on top of that.
No, you don't get paid.
Oh, right,
any
okay,
to train. You spend a year at uni, like doing a postgrad.
I get you
degree.
now. Okay.
PGCE.
What's the one?
You get it when you qualify you pass your PCGE.
No, you get it when you start your PGCE. You get it when you start.
What
Yeah.
happens if you drop out?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You still have it. You
Sign
still have
me
the
up.
money. Oh yeah.
Like
I think people
PE.
do. I think it was in 3 bits. Man. So giving you three
Each semester?
three pieces, yeah.
Or each trimester?
Just in case you do need to trimester.
Yeah.
still nearly £8,000.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's ridiculous.
Desperate, aren't they, for people to do it? Well, because
It's a shit job.
who wants to work at high school
It's a shit business.
teaching science, except your brother.
Yeah, from what I always hear from teachers, it's the system that's fucked.
Yeah, absolutely. The kids are fine. Well, you were when I was teaching. No problem with any of the kids. Bit of behavioural trouble, but you can discipline that away fairly easily.
How did you discipline them, Ben?
I just tended to start weeping.
In a corner.
Go in the store cupboard and curl up in a ball.
I've got
Yeah.
£9 riding on this.
Is it break time yet? No, but yeah, the system, the curriculum is very rigid. You can't do the experiments that are fun.
Like burning things.
You can, but I don't know. I didn't get on with the teachers, to be honest.
Staff room politics.
Yeah, it wasn't really, wasn't great.
You mean your superiors as far as teachers go?
Yeah, well, I was told. I was told that I was basically a shit teacher,
By whom?
which was good. By my
Peers.
yeah,
Students.
by a panel of my peers. No, by my
Head of department.
department head.
But you're shit at teaching.
No. The funny thing is, I had an observation the same day, and it was fine. It was good, and I was
Who was
progressing in my
Who was observing you? Someone from uni or someone from school?
someone from uni and someone from school.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think they're just infamy.
So did
They all
you
had it
get
in
an
for me.
actual teaching job ever?
I have my qualification.
Yeah, but I mean, did you actually go and get a job as a teacher after that?
No.
So you're just qualified.
Yep.
Sacked it off.
Yeah. So got it in the bag.
Worked in a lab. or
Yeah.
something.
Went back to the lab, back to the bench. But it wasn't very nice. I don't think it's a very nice thing to just say,
You're a twat.
yeah, you shit.
Fucking
So
hell, you
that's-
want to track construction?
My well, yeah.
Fuck me.
But,
If you're
Yeah.
shit, you know about it.
well, that's fine. But it turns out I wasn't shit.
Fucking hell, the amount of times I got called a cunt when I was an apprentice. Fucking hell. It's like, yeah, you don't take things personally. Just because you don't know anything, you're first year apprentice. Let's just call me a cunt all day, pretty much.
It's character building.
Not in a friendly way either. Never mind.
Well, I know.
Character building, yes.
I know somebody who's did the teaching thing, but she was doing it as an undergraduate, and she had a similar experience where the person who was supervisor from school said she was shit and wanted to fail her, but the university people said she was all right.
Yep. That's pretty much what happened. So I think the old guard in the school that you teach in when you're learning or whatever, they don't like the new blood.
But
That's what I
Shaking
thought.
things up.
Yeah.
They're on placement. You're not threatening the jobs,
I
are
know.
you?
I know.
Fuck me.
I know. Anyway, we'll talk
We'll talk loads about education,
see
I
about
imagine,
that
next
next
week. Shall I do my Aldi find of the week?
Yes, please do.
Never seen before, ever in Aldi. I had a little tremor of like a little orgasmic tremor when I saw them.
Flashlights, was
Because it's meatball news.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Now, at Aldi used to do black label meatballs.
Carlin, Black.
You're familiar with Aldi's black label?
No.
the good
it's like the
stuff.
finest.
Yeah,
Finest,
extra special.
Yeah, the
In other
yogurts are
words.
good. The black label yogurts are.
The
Good.
steaks are good. Although
Yeah.
the regular steaks are good.
Stakes are high.
The bacon, black label bacon, black label sausages. If you want a treat, you get the black label meat.
Okay.
And they used to do black label meatballs.
Okay.
They were great. About a month ago, the black label meatballs have gone, and there's only plain packaging, normal meatballs. So we've had them for the last month. We've had them twice.
Crystal.
I go. It's an unfamiliar store. I went to the one at Deepdale, not Deepdale Retail Park. The one at near the range, near prison.
There's sports bar. Finished sports bar.
Yeah. And so unfamiliar layout. The layout's different. Anyway, I got to the beef, steaks, mince. So where is it? Where are they? Meatballs. Must be meatballs. Wagyu meatballs.
Oh.
You familiar with Wagyu?
I had a Wagyu burger.
They do them at that.
That's what I was going to say. We went yesterday.
Is that
Yeah.
the beef that's massaged and they play music to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just tastes like a beef burger.
Yeah.
They burnt
It's,
it the same way.
Oh, they were brilliant. There was a noticeable difference in the balls. Definitely.
Whose balls?
My balls. My meatballs bring all the boys to the yard. So, there you go. Meatball news done.
Let's get some good meatball news there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen 3 films this week.
I've watched fucking loads of films recently.
Do you want to go first?
I can't remember them. In fact, what I've done is I've finished off the Vietnam War documentary that's on Netflix, which is excellent.
Is that the Oliver Stone one?
I started watching that.
No. You started watching it?
I started watching it. Yeah.
Vietnam history series on documentary on Netflix. Right, I've not seen this.
It's like an hour, and each episode's like an hour and a half long, or some of them are like 3 hours long.
This is new.
It's quite new, yeah.
I started watching it when I did my shoulder.
And I do fall asleep to it quite a lot. But I just finished that off, so I watched both Full Metal Jacket and Platoon.
Yes.
Because they're on Netflix.
Back to back.
Just to see if the films were accurate. And
Well,
they're not.
was Platoon Oliver Stone?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
apparently isn't that his kind of memories from Vietnam?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know
think-
he was in Vietnam.
I think they
Oliver
are.
Stone.
Might be wrong, but I think that it is.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
I thought that was Apocalypse Now and Francis
Ford Coppola.
Coppola, yeah. I wasn't sure.
Don't know.
I don't know.
War.
But I tell you what about Platoon, though, that you can tell looking back at that it was all filmed. It was all filmed on the Isle of Dogs in London. Platoon.
Wow, I didn't think they get that enough sunny weather.
They just basically. So if you watch it again now with adult eyes, you can just see that he's just strategically placed a palm tree in each shot. Seriously.
Oh, no. That's it.
And it's all just like semi-demolished buildings.
Yeah.
But if you look at them, it's just like 60s, 70s buildings.
Wow.
You look too closely. Yeah.
I'll have to crack out my DVD, Steelbook
But yeah,
DVD.
so I watched that. I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I watched that. What did you think?
I give it 3 mats.
3 months.
I give it 3.5.
Right.
Struggling, maybe pushing 4.
I found it the same as the first one. It was a bit boring. And then alright. Then it got alright towards the end.
I wouldn't say it got boring. Maybe too long.
I tell you,
Longer than it needs to be.
I do fancy Evangeline Lilly quite a lot, though. Even though she's so tiny.
She's not in it.
She's
Oh, Evangeline.
Lily, she's called, I think.
That's the Wasp.
Yeah.
She's tiny.
Because she shrinks down to nano size.
Imagine what she could do. What's that thing? Sounding. Dirty. Yeah, so and then I watched the post-credit scene.
Yes, I watched that.
Oh, yeah.
There was a tie-in to... you saw it at the Flicks, didn't you?
I did?
Yeah.
Did you
Was-
watch the post-credit scene?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing
Right at
really
the end.
happened.
Nothing happened. Just an ant playing the drums.
Yeah, so Ant-Man is in the quantum realm.
Spoiler alert!
Well, it's been out for what? Oh, yeah, it's not on DVD yet, is it?
It is on DVD. That's
On
how I
Man and
watched
Wasp.
it.
Oh, right.
Obviously.
I think it is.
It's just come out this weekend.
No, we got
It has. It's streaming
right.
now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Streaming
that's
now.
how I watched it.
Legally.
We bought DVD. I thought it was alright. I like his Spanish protege.
Yes.
yeah.
Luis.
Comedy relief.
Yeah, he's great.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 2 guys as well, the nerd ex-cons.
T.I. The
Is that the rapper? Is it?
Is the black guy, yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't reckon. I don't know who he is. Really.
And then the odd-looking guy, I don't know who he
Russian
is.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I've seen him in other films, so I don't know his name.
Michelle Pfeiffer has gnarly powers.
She does, so
She does.
she's going to be in Avengers.
No, turned to dust, hasn't she?
No, she'll be in it. She'll come
No,
back.
did she not turn to
She'll
dust?
come back.
Yeah, she's in
Because
the
it-
Soul Stone.
Because Captain America...
She's in the Soul Stone? How?
Well, that's part of the Thanos thing
Yeah.
when he turned to dust using the Soul Stone as part. That's
But why
something
is
to
she
do
in
with
the
it's
Soul
related to
Stone?
the Soul Stone. Apparently, all the people who turn to dust are now trapped in this soul
realm.
realm.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer's in the Soul Stone. That's the.
Yes.
Oh, they're in the
Oh, she
glove,
is,
are they?
isn't she?
That's
They're-
what happened when they turned to dust.
Yeah,
is it?
they're going to come
right.
back, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course they are.
Because Thingy said it's the last one he's going to do, Captain America, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's
gonna
not doing
die.
a breakfast show either. He's
No, yeah.
he's returning full time.
I could see you looked uncomfortable making that joke, and you were right to.
I think he might be my favourite Avenger.
Who?
America?
Yeah, in the films.
America. I like the Hulk personally. Hulk smash. What?
So just bang.
No,
Probably me, so.
he's just bending as usual, smashing around the place.
Yeah, something about his. I thought the first Captain
it-
America film was really good.
I thought it was okay.
Red Skull. Wasn't he in the.
Red Skull's in it.
Briefly in.
Yeah,
he was in. He's in the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He wanted it, didn't he? But he couldn't have it, so he got trapped. Paid the penalty.
Hugo Weaving.
Although it was played by someone else in the film.
Ah, right.
They got someone else in. I don't
Really?
think-
Why?
Yeah. He probably too busy.
Fell out with it.
Probably too busy. I mean, it's years ago. It's probably nearly. It's 8 years ago since that film came out.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Solid.
So yeah, I think he's.
Top 10 Marvel film. I would say.
I think Captain America's going to die.
Oh yeah, I think Iron Man's going to die.
I don't think Iron Man's going to die.
He's going to carry on.
I think he's going to retire.
He's done that before.
Yeah, anyone can wear those suits, can't they?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
They'll retire Iron Man from the Avengers. I think. Do you think they? I think they'll try and keep Thor. I think they'll try and offer him world to stay in.
Oh yeah, because he's out of contract, isn't he, as well?
Yeah, what's he called? The Australian
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else do we know's alive? Hawkeye is going to be alive, isn't he?
Hawkeye.
Which one is that?
Jeremy
Arrows.
Renner.
Is he the green? Is he not the Green Arrow?
No,
That's
that's
DC.
No,
DC.
is it? All right.
It's Hawkeye. Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah.
The two
Is she alive?
mortals.
Is she alive?
Yeah. All the original ones are alive. Plus.
Did Captain America not go to the dust?
No, he's alive.
Is it?
Yeah. All the original Avengers cast are
Right.
alive.
Spider-Man's gone.
Is
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man-
gone. Oh, there's a couple of the Guardians.
Guardians.
Is Rocket around?
Rocket's around, but Groot's gone, and
Nebula's around.
Yeah.
what's his
The
name?
green one died, obviously.
Main guy, Quill.
Gamora.
Peter
I don't
Quill.
know if she's dead, you know. I want her to come back.
Well, she was sacrificed to
Yeah,
get
for
the
the
Soul
Soul
Stone.
Stone, yeah.
Right? So there's
So
probably
he
a link.
must. He's just going to turn back time. So
I think it's a time thing because
Yeah.
Strange said it was.
it's
He
the only
knew,
one. It's the only one that we can do.
knew the odds, didn't
Yeah.
he?
1 in 14 million, isn't it?
It'd be interesting to see what happens with Captain Marvel
Oh
yeah.
When's
one.
that coming out?
She looks
next
cool.
year, early.
Is it
Early-
next year?
Early next year, yeah.
Cracking some hype building up to that, isn't there?
Yeah. To see where she's been.
She's the most powerful
Well,
character.
It's set in the past.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So she disappears, doesn't she? She must come back for the Avengers 4.
Yeah, because she gets called, spoiler, at the end of...
Yeah.
Ant-Man?
Avengers 4.
Sam Jackson.
No, the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No,
No.
it's
It's
at
not.
the end,
End
It's
of
at
the
the end of
Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
Infinity War.
Pages or something.
No.
It does.
Does it?
Yes.
I thought it was after the dustening.
What?
I thought he pages her and then turns to dust, doesn't he? Yes, at the end of Infinity War, but I thought I'm
Yeah.
tagging it on at the end of... I watched them both in the same week.
All right, that's why.
The other film I saw, I don't know if I mentioned it before, was Red Sparrow.
Oh yeah, we talked about
We
that.
talked about that.
There's boobs.
Yeah, there's boobs. Yeah.
Is it
Shut
better
up,
or worse
eh?
than Red Sonja?
Worse.
I think it was off mic
Correct.
actually, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't know.
It was off mic. Yeah, it's not as good as La Femme Nikita. With was it Bridget? What was her name?
Nielsen?
No, it's not Bridget Nielsen.
Jones?
She was in Jackie Brown. The person who was in La Femme Nikita. The remake, the 90s shit remake, soft porn remake, practically.
Don't remember it.
Because it's along
Remember
similar
the
lines.
original one? There's a bit shit TV program.
Yeah, there was a TV
Was that on,
program.
like, Channel 5?
But there was a film as well. But anyway, she's a sexy sex spy.
Russian.
Yeah.
Have you seen Red Sparrow?
No.
And
She-
she has to sex people.
What, determine their sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seduce them.
With sexiness.
Okay. That
I
sounds,
thought it was a bit shit.
sounds
That
interesting.
I give it 2 mats.
Yeah, I would.
Shit.
2.5. Yeah, I thought it was trying to be cleverer than it was.
It was a bit shit.
The other film I saw was Fahrenheit 451.
Nice. Ray Bradbury.
yeah. It was,
Michael B. Jordan, B. Peterson.
It was a HBO film, that wasn't it?
Yeah, I watched it on HBO.com.
Obviously. What did you think of it?
Not
'Cause
as good as the book.
I've never read
No.
the book. Have you?
Oh, borrow it if you want. It's up there.
Yeah.
It's only a short. It's a short book as well.
How big?
for sci-fi.
How big are the letters?
Like 2-3 mil.
10.
A bit small, that isn't it?
Arial 10.
Like a modern take in it.
I don't know. I can't remember what
There's
it's
some
about.
things missing. There was some things missing from the book, and it's a dystopian future where the fire brigade
Mhm.
don't put out fires; they start fires. They're mainly books.
Oh right, okay.
I like
Burning
in
of the
Simpsons.
books. Well, is it?
Yeah. Right, okay. It is.
That's in that one.
Have you not read it, Ben?
A long time ago.
It's probably 10 years since I read it. But yeah, it's like a totalitarian. These firemen act like riot police, breaking into people's houses and searching for books, and then, but this leading firefighter sort of starts turning to be pro book and starts keeping books, and then meets someone. And
Is it as
there
bleak?
is a resistance essentially.
Is it as bleak as 1984?
No,
All right.
no.
Typical
So I put it on a
Americans.
similar shelf. That and Brave New World and
Yeah,
any Kurt Vonnegut sort of house spy.
Dystopian stuff, it's sci-fi, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good.
It's worth a watch. I'd give it 3.
3. Oh right, okay.
Fahrenheit 451.
And what was your last? Was that the last one?
I started watching Killing Eve.
That's not a film.
Oh, yeah. Well, have we finished that?
It's very good.
Yeah.
I thought it got a bit shit towards the end. Well, not as shit, but not as good as it was at the beginning. I mean, it's just because I got used to it.
I was expecting to be disappointed after watching that Black Sun, whatever shit that was on BBC, the last one that I got excited about.
Yeah, that was shit.
Fucking awful.
That was a terrible program. That
Yeah. 0 mats.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really doing it for me, Killing Eve.
I thought it was very good.
Is Pete Doherty's granddad still in it?
Yeah. No, he's just been murdered.
Oh, is he? Yeah. Spoilers.
There's something I can't take it seriously.
It's not. You're not supposed to.
There's a little bit of comedy thread running through it.
It's
as
a
Well,
well.
is it a comedy?
Yeah, it's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a farce, isn't it?
Maybe that's why I don't like it then.
She's fit though, that Holly expert.
Yeah, she's pretty fit.
The assassin.
Yeah.
Eve.
No.
No, it's
No,
not
no.
Eve, is it?
Vigne, I can't pronounce that.
French name.
La Villanelle.
Villanelle. Ah.
Oh, it's based on a book, isn't it? A series of books.
Is it Villanelle, as in female villain?
I guess so.
Oh, that was easier than I thought.
La French.
La French.
Right, I'll tell you all the films I've watched that I can remember. Mission Impossible.
Fuck that.
It's quite
All
good.
time.
It's quite good.
Rogue Nation.
Yeah. It's probably... It's
remember
not as good
seeing
as the
that one.
first one, but it's certainly the second best one. So
This is the latest one.
I would give that 3.5 mats.
Action. Is it the one where he hangs off a plane?
Yeah, and
It's
Superman's
like
in
in
it.
everyone, doesn't it?
And Superman's got his moustache that was CGI'd out of the DC film.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Yeah.
Did you not hear about that story? Have you watched it? The second DC,
The Superman one.
yeah,
No.
Justice League. Is it?
Justice
No,
League.
no, he was in
with
one
the
on his
Flash. No, sorry, have you not seen the one with the Flash and
Aquaman.
Aquaman and?
Yeah, sort of. I half watched it.
Have you not? There's fucking scenes in it where they've had to CGI his mouth because he got rid of his. He grew a mustache for the film, And they said, "Oh, we don't like this moustache. You look like a dick." So he CGI'd it out on his mouth. He's CGI.
Why did they have to CGI it out if they said we don't like? Oh,
They filmed it and then decided.
Yeah. So rather than reshooting the whole thing, they just CGI'd it out. But it's in about 5 films with a contractually obliged moustache because he had to grow this moustache whilst he was filming. Whatever I keep calling it Guardians Day, Justice League. That was a shit film. I'll tell you what looks interesting though. He's going off on a tangent. What's his name? The guy who directed The Hangover is making a Joker film. And they put in place who I thought should have been the Joker. Can you guess who my pick is to play the Joker?
Jack Nicholson.
Retired and old.
What age range is this guy? Actor over 40?
I think he just about
Around 40 then.
Yeah.
Shit, I know that.
Actor to play the Joker.
Perfect, in my opinion.
American?
Perfect casting, yes.
Slightly unhinged.
Deadpool.
Deadpool?
No.
Ryan Reynolds.
Why would Ryan Reynolds play the Joker?
For money.
If you're not going to do it seriously,
I'll
you
take
can't
it.
play
No,
it.
I'll take that as a no then. Not Ryan Reynolds.
You just want someone sinister to play.
All right.
Jim Carrey. He's already been the Riddler, hasn't he?
Riddle me this.
Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
Overact much?
Favorite comedic actor ever.
Jim Carrey.
Fucking damn
I think
right.
we've mentioned
Who's funnier
this.
than Jim Carrey?
Nick Offerman.
Who's that?
All right, okay.
Is it Jermaine from
No.
Flight of the Conchords?
That is Jermaine.
He's been mentioned on this podcast before as a good actor, and he's played a sinister psychopath in another film.
Brian Blessed.
No,
Sinister psychopath in another film.
well, probably not
And he's American.
sociopath.
about
I'd probably
40.
say actually, sociopath.
Sinister.
I think the Joker's probably a sociopath. Someone clarified what the difference is between a sociopath and a psychopath. Is a psychopath does feel, but doesn't have empathy, whereas a sociopath has empathy but does things anyway for the joy of it.
So it's evil, basically.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So psychopaths have feelings.
Have
but
feelings,
empathy.
no empathy.
Right, okay. I remember that. Right, an actor, 40-ish American.
Go on.
Jason Bateman.
No. You think Jason Bateman, the fucking sun revolves around Jason Bateman.
Patrick Bateman.
Sinister. Another one.
He's dead serious in...
Not
Ozark.
serious, isn't he? He's not sinister.
I think he could do it. Bryan Cranston.
No. Good shout though. It's too old. It's like 60.
Too old, yeah, because they have to be hip and cool now, don't they, and young?
Well,
These superheroes.
it's an origins story, so he's a bit old, isn't
Is he in another comic book film?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
You cheated.
I did cheat, but I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, we're talking about a man.
Yeah.
Because he's a joker.
Liev Schreiber.
Good shout. That's a good shout. How the hell did you know his name?
I know some things.
How'd you know his name? How'd you know him? What do you know him from, Liev Schreiber?
That Netflix film about the film.
Look at the cogs go.
He's the head of a newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
J. Jonah
Spotlight.
Jameson.
Spotlight.
Spotlight.
He was in Spotlight. He was Sabretooth
Yes.
in the Wolverine film.
Yeah, that's a terrible
Right.
film.
Yeah. He's been in loads of shit.
Yeah.
See,
That's who I know he is.
Ray Donovan as well. My wife fancies him in Ray Donovan.
She was his Liev Schreiber.
In Ray
That's
Donovan.
left wing, isn't it?
In Ray Donovan, he's a brooding, muscly man.
Right, okay.
You give up now?
No,
Okay.
I'm still trying to.
Do you want to give you a clue?
Yeah.
He's got a dead brother.
Oh, it was in Scream,
Joaquin
wasn't it?
Phoenix.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Told you he'd be good, wouldn't he? Do you not think-
He seems to pick his stuff really well, other than that M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong one.
Do you not like Signs?
Signs is good.
No, the other one, The Village.
I thought The Village was okay.
Ugh.
It was
I think I've seen
alright.
it.
But he's brilliant in everything. He doesn't do
normally.
shit stuff.
No, he's a good actor. But the only thing that puts me off is the director. And he's a guy he's done The Hangover, all the Hangover films. I can't remember his name. What's his name, Ben? And he did War Dogs, if you ever saw that. It was quite poor.
No.
And he did like a buddy film with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis.
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips, yeah. So he's puts me off a bit.
So this film's got the green light, has it?
He's filming it, yeah.
They're filming it. So who is the guy then? Who is the Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
The
That's
Joker
what-
is Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, he's.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
saying.
it's
That's the
really
whole point
good,
of the
yeah.
conversation.
No, I thought you were saying my pick for the Joker.
No, yeah,
Oh,
and he is, but he would be my pick for the Joker.
Good guess, man.
Yeah.
So he's going to be in a Joker film. I thought they'd have had Jared Leto back again.
No,
but
he's rubbish.
but he's shit, isn't he? So
I thought he was. Why is he shit?
just
Wow.
yeah.
I thought he did all right.
He was okay, but you need someone in between, like the last good one and then the next good one, don't you?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
buffer it.
Yeah, you do.
Still not seen that.
Served a
Dark
purpose.
You've not seen the Dark Knight.
Oh, it's
No.
good.
It's like Heat, but with
Dinosaurs.
yeah.
with dinosaurs.
Yeah. With Batman.
The Lego Batman movie is ace.
Batman!
The Lego. Did I say that in a Jamaican accent?
Yes, you did.
The Lego Batman. It's so
Just
cool.
apologise to all the Caribbean listeners.
Saul Goodman. That's why Saul Goodman's called Saul Goodman, you know.
That's right.
Did you know
Slipping
that?
Jimmy.
No, I didn't know.
Saul
So
Goodman.
good, man.
Saul Goodman. Where was I going with Jamaica? What was I saying when I was speaking Jamaican?
The Lego Batman
Batman.
film.
Legging Batman film.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Lego
You should
lads.
watch it.
I went to cinema to watch it.
Did you like it?
It's good.
It was a bit shit.
Oh my god.
I was expecting it to be as good as the
Social
Lego
Batman.
film, but it wasn't as good.
No, but that's like nearly a 5-mat film, the Lego film.
Yeah, it was when it came.
Awesome. 4.5,
Yeah, it's
I would
great.
say.
Mm-hmm.
But Lego Batman is loads of fun.
I'd say 3 mats,
Yeah.
probably. But
I'd
I think
say
the
3.5.
problem was is that they set the bar high and then they didn't quite get it. And is there not a Turtles one or something?
No.
No, there's a Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
That's good as well.
That looks
Is it?
good.
That is good.
I've not seen
it's
that
funny for the adults. There's adult humour in it. Adult humour, not blue.
Is it like The Last Samurai?
Red should be brown.
Bit of blue.
Okay. But a Jim Davidson.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lego Batman. We went. I took. Our eldest was doing his home learning with Mum on the laptop, and I'd finished some jobs I was doing around the house, and I took the youngest one to the range to get my illuminated Iron Man canvas and my disco lights, and then we went to Aldi to do the shop, and the traffic's horrific on a Sunday afternoon, early afternoon. So I went on Spotify and I found the Lego Batman movie soundtrack. It's ace. It's good.
Had a good sing along in the car.
Kid loves it. The youngest is obsessed with Batman, particularly Lego Batman. Mm-hmm. He watched around the house going, "I'm Batman. I'm awesome. I got 9 abs." He wear cape. He went to church in a Batman cape today. He wears it all the time and the mask and that.
That is an
Obsessed with Batman.
Ecumenical tangle. I'm not sure you can go into a church with a superhero costume on. Can you? I don't know, probably.
Not
Jesus
back-
is
not
the only
back in the day.
superhero.
I'd argue the priest is wearing a superhero costume. It's fucking they're dressed like wizards, aren't they?
He's got a cape.
It's fucking ridiculous.
He's got a cape.
That's,
I remember when we were at primary school and Halloween was frowned upon by Monsignor
Was
O'Day.
it?
Yeah.
because he was familiar with the origins of the pagan
I don't know.
festival.
Yeah, I think so.
Samhain.
Samhain, and then the Romans adopted it. Was it All Saints Day?
All
and then that changes to All Hallows. Then it was All Saints Eve. Then it was All Hallows Eve, and then All Halloween. Then just Halloween.
Halloween. Then he started making movies.
Maybe that's why the priest didn't like it.
Probably, but every single Christian festival is based on a pagan.
Piggyback.
Yeah, it's easy to just whitewash over a calendar.
Yeah, because
rather than build your
they're
own.
all centred around the solstices and equinoxes.
Yeah.
So,
do you know any others?
what religious
Ostara is the Easter, pagan Easter. Yule, obviously, Christmas. Still have a Yule log. What's the other one?
Spring equinox, Easter.
Yeah, that's Easter.
Yeah, that's Easter. The vernal equinox.
Autumn's probably
Halloween.
Samhain, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter,
what are we missing?
Summer.
Summer solstice. Well, there's no real religious one around there, is there? Summer solstice
July.
that I can think of.
No, I can't. I'll just Google it.
Fucking hell.
BBC Religions website. No, just midsummer solstice. Beltane is April and May. In bulk in February.
What's that?
Must be around kind of St. Valentine's Day.
Right. What's the astronomical relevance of Imbolc?
I don't know. It's probably equidistant between the winter solstice and the spring equinox.
Yeah.
And Beltane, midsummer solstice. Lungnsard, which I've never seen or heard before. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's in August, so what's
Summer solstice.
What was like the Immaculate Conception? That's a biggie in
I don't know.
Christian.
Well, 9 months before December 25th.
No, I don't think it was 9 months. No, I think it was.
Was it a rapid pregnancy?
Yeah.
The Immaculate Conception?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know anything about it. I'll tell you, there was something interesting happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
There was an inquest came back over one of those terrorist attacks where the guy was killed, the policeman was killed outside Parliament.
Oh yeah, I heard a bit of that on the radio.
And it seemed that there was some failings with the Met Police in the armed response.
Yeah, they said he just left him or something. It was saying, wasn't it?
The armed response unit didn't seem to have the right guidance, or weren't following the right guidance, and that's why he was unarmed. But it's brought forward this question about unarmed police and whether the police should be armed or not.
Again,
what do you think?
whether they should have guns. I think, did it not sometimes view it as a bit of an arms race or something? So, like, if the police have guns, then there'd be more guns on the street, or criminals would be more likely to have.
Yeah, they'd be more likely to be armed, wouldn't they?
Is that true, though? I mean, it's not necessarily like the America where you can go to a Walmart and buy a gun, is it? So I assume it's more difficult to buy a gun, but I'm sure not impossible.
They talk about the police enforcing the law with our consent a lot.
Yeah.
But that is their mission statement, that it's with our consent, and then they shouldn't need people have pride in the fact that our police aren't armed.
Mm.
Whereas in other European countries,
I know,
are.
yeah, that's it. I don't think there's many other countries where the police aren't armed.
Very few. Yeah.
I don't know whether or not everyone should have a taser. Because taser everyone all the time.
Well, you need to have had firearms training to have the taser.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. They can be lethal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know.
They're not to be fucked with.
Truncheon can be lethal.
Of course it can. You just want to go whack over the head with a nightstick.
Yeah.
I mean, what do they carry? Did they carry some sort of baton?
Pepper
baton,
spray and a
yeah,
baton, isn't it? The
Is it a baton or
nightstick.
baton?
I think it's a whip out one, is it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah,
Right.
telescopic.
Telescopic.
You poke them in the eye with it. Away, you beast.
If you have a big enough telescopic baton, you wouldn't need a gun, would you?
No. Telescopic baseball bat.
What's the argument against them being armed?
Against?
They'd probably shoot a load of people.
It's because
It's the
that
argument.
thing,
I'm not
isn't it?
saying that's what would
It's
happen.
the whole thing, the whole ethos of the British police is that thing, isn't it? Policing by consent and not to be armed, basically.
I believe that in the surveys and things they do of police officers, the majority of them don't want to be armed.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they probably want that responsibility.
No.
I think what they should do is what they've trialled in lots of places is all police officers should wear the camera thing,
Oh, that's great.
the
yeah,
dash cam on their
definitely,
chest.
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
think they should all wear those.
Yeah. I think that would increase confidence in the police. Definitely.
And I think it saves, it sort of rules out anything on their behalf as well, like when they get accused of things.
Yeah. The only thing is, if you feel like it would be difficult being in that job, or much more difficult being in that job knowing that you're watched 24/7 as well. It's like, can we just we'll just nip in this butty shop for get a butty.
Yeah, I suppose.
We're quiet now.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, I don't want people watching me all the time. But yeah, so I don't know if the police would probably be.
I
happy
don't
about it.
think you'd be watched all the time. I think it would be viewed if something happened,
Yeah,
if you were accused.
just use it for extreme sort
Yeah.
of circumstances.
They should have personal drones following them around and recording from a higher up,
Aerially.
surveying the area. Yeah. Did you hear this week that a drone? I'm not sure it was in the UK or not, but they referenced Lincolnshire police in the article. But there was a rape in an alley somewhere, and the victim phoned the police immediately afterwards. She described her whereabouts, and the policeman in the nearest squad car had a drone and was trained, a pilot, like a police drone. They're very rare, but they sent this drone out and they found the victim and the perpetrator within 10 minutes of the crime happening.
Did it have some sort of thermal camera on it? or
Yeah,
something?
it had a FLIR camera.
How expensive are these drones though?
Very expensive.
Is that what what's prohibiting it? You think?
I think there's 20 people in Lincolnshire Force or Leicestershire, whatever it was, that are trained to use these drones. But I mean, it was rapid finding. It didn't prevent it, unfortunately. But if all police were trained to use these drones, and they're going to get cheaper, aren't they? Technology's going to get cheaper and better.
So how did they respond to the crime? Were they alerted by a member of public or something?
I think she phoned
While it was
straight afterwards. Straight afterwards.
Straight afterwards.
Yeah.
And they were quick enough to get there
Yeah.
and get a drone.
Get
in
the drone
air.
up, and it was 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes of the crime happening,
Fucking hell.
and
That's amazing.
they caught the guy and found.
Think how
him.
much that's saved in like legal stuff.
Absolutely,
legal
manpower,
fees.
time.
Yeah.
He
for the
could have
system.
he could have committed more crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he wasn't caught at all,
Exactly,
yeah, he could go on to do more ill.
yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So Lincolnshire has them.
Yeah,
Is it going to get rolled out or what?
I assume so. If one place has it, usually it does get rolled out. But there's less and less kind of police about anyway now, isn't there? From what I can see.
And then when do you have a situation where them drones are just piloted remotely from some, warehouse,
Yeah.
MOD warehouse, not MOD, police warehouse,
Yeah,
like remote.
you could.
And then why not just have 1,000 drones in the sky?
Well, you could. You
watching
could
us?
have instead of having a bobby on the beat, you could have your local couple of drones flying around the
How
town.
hard is it to take these things down though?
Well, that's it. I mean, they're going to get taken down the more they're used.
Well,
But
I
you'll
think
be recorded taking them down, so they're going to bloody know who you are.
If you got a hood on,
well, it's that.
Wear a
Eventually,
mask.
what will happen is they will be able to fly so high that you won't be able
Yeah.
to see them,
and the cameras will be that good
Yeah,
to
they-
zoom in. Yeah.
exactly. So they'll be able to see you.
Skynet.
How do you feel about arming them with tasers?
Yeah, I think they should have. I think they should have 4 tasers on each, one for each propeller.
Sounding a bit Skynetty now.
It's fine.
Yeah. So we won't arm the bobbies then.
No, it just starts the drones arms race.
If they could have more armed response units sort of on standby, if they put the money into that, and have more of them.
Apparently
spread
that's where it
across.
has gone, all the money. There's been a lot of focus, hasn't there, on terrorism and anti-terrorism.
Maybe not enough. You know. I don't know.
If Killing Eve is correct, then I definitely think that the police should work more closely with the intelligence services rather than bickering over meeting rooms and then the intelligence services being totally corrupt. Spoilers.
There was a guy put to prison in Southern Ireland? No, Northern Ireland, I think, this week, and he's had to be put in solitary confinement, monitored, because he's been arrested on suspicion of raping a 2-week-old baby.
What the fuck?
And he's been arrested and put inside while they wait for the trial and all that shit to come. But yeah,
there's no point in a trial. He's just going to get torn apart the moment he gets.
Well, that's what I mean. They've had to put him in solitary.
He'll
be in solitary for the rest of his life.
Well, for however long he's in prison, I imagine, yeah. But then given a new identity when he comes out.
They've not named him for legal reasons.
Exactly, yeah.
They've just said the town where he comes from.
No, it's going to cost a fortune to keep him fed and alive in prison, and a fortune for he'll probably get out in 20 years.
Probably less, I imagine.
No way.
I think so.
You get life for that.
Really?
Yeah, actual life, but
yeah.
parole at 20 years or whatever.
You should do.
But then it's going to cost a
particularly sick about that.
fortune to keep him under wraps.
Yeah, for the extra guards and stuff. So what? Just string him up.
Just turn him loose on a moor somewhere.
Is there any?
With a pack of dogs.
Yeah.
Is there any defence for the death penalty? Good reason for having the death penalty.
Yeah, it comes back to philosophy. In the why does a state have a right to take someone's life and a human doesn't? Basically,
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
I don't know. I think he should suffer a bit more.
Exactly.
Oh, so you give him the boats then?
I would
Eventually, he'd get the boats. Yeah,
I think that
the boats would be the mercy at the end of a litany of.
being denied your freedom, your liberty for your entire life, and then dying in prison is probably more punishment than being hanged. I would say personally, but I don't know.
I would say from a more pragmatic point of view, it's just better to kill him and not go to the expense.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just kill him horribly, and then that's done with. Then
What would you do? Would you crush him with his own door?
could you put it into the law that you can put it into the law that a certain specific crime can have a specific punishment?
What, like in
Well,
in
technically,
Saudi
you could do that
Arabia,
with
like
all
we were
those.
talking
With any law, yeah. So yeah, for raping a 2-week-old baby, I think the punishment should be
the boats.
Flayed alive and then blood eagle.
Yeah, I'll go for the boats. Go for the boats on that one.
Is boats the top punishment in the scale?
Yeah.
The boats.
And talking about horrible crimes, there's been another one in the news this week because he was sentenced. The guy who was, I think the mum, his ex-partner, had started a relationship with a woman, so like a lesbian relationship, and broke up with him, and he dragged their 8-year-old daughter inside and stabbed her to death. And he says that he doesn't have any memory of doing it, basically. So I don't know what he got. I think he got life as well, like 20 odd years.
I mean, both those people in a normal prison environment will get torn to pieces. If you were the guard who had to lock the door on solitary that night, knowing that you go home and you read the news, you know all about who this guy is anyway, regardless of
yeah, but you would
whether
get
it's
in
kept
trouble,
quiet.
wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you accidentally forget to lock it?
It's tempting, isn't it? I suppose. I'm sure people do that. Yeah.
It's not even gross misconduct. You probably get a written warning. from the prison service.
Employee of the Month award.
Maybe from the
I
prisoners.
I think they're more professional than you give them credit for.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they are. But if you were that man, would you leave the door unlocked?
No, because I have to put bread on the table, Ben.
Yeah, it's not my decision to make. I'm just operating as a cog in the state.
Yeah.
Doing my duty.
I'm not even sure I could operate in that role.
No, I couldn't be a prison officer. No chance. No. Too much for me. I'm tapping out.
Yeah. No, not a job anyone. Do you know what I thought about? I've been working in a house where it's permits only parking.
Right.
So I've been looking outdoor looking for a warden to come.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, yeah, that's probably the worst job on the planet. That well, not on the planet.
I think the Bangladeshi sewer
Yeah,
divers.
exactly. yeah.
That's a real job.
Yeah.
With no safety equipment.
No.
And they often die. And do you know what they're doing in the sewers? Unblocking them with their bare hands.
Fatbergs.
Just holding their breath.
That's so gross.
And they quite often die. Shouldn't laugh at that.
Not a nice way to go either.
No.
Yeah, that's worse. Traffic warden's pretty bad though. You would hate to be a traffic warden, would you
I
not?
swear to fucking God, when I was unemployed, when I come back from university, my brother sent me a clipping of a job, which was the pre-op.
Pre-op?
Yeah, the pre-op scrub assistant for the vasectomy clinic. Something like
Wow. A snip flipper.
So basically, like shaving men's balls and then washing them.
Did he say he used a joke?
Yeah, fucking hope so.
Oh, fucking hell, what a shit job.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Just the thing, I tell you what, though, at least them jobs have some value. You know, a traffic warden's job is making everyone else's day shit.
Yeah, it's generating income for the
It's
council.
a memorable shit day when you get a parking ticket.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah.
You're unleashing shit on people's lives, and you get paid for it. I thought that's just the most demoralising, unrewarding job possible.
I think that's the point at which I hit peak anger. That moment where you see it, you walk back to your car and you can see something
yellow, the bright yellow.
hit the roof for a small amount of time. Rage, peak rage.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've not had one for about 10 years. I don't think.
That is lucky.
I've
Jinxed
had
it
a
now.
couple. I've had a couple
Parking
for
tickets.
because I was paying on an app and putting the wrong reg in because I was in a rush.
Oh no, admin error. What's your worst job ever?
Worst job ever.
You want to do?
Teacher.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Anything.
Bangladeshi sewer diver.
Anything we dealing with that kind of. Probably like collecting like biological waste out of the back of hospitals.
Well, that's a story in the news, isn't it? That there's a private company that's basically got a massive backlog of biomedical waste, including body parts. He said that it can't incinerate quick enough, so it's like stockpiled, basically.
Human waste.
How can you not incinerate something quick enough? Fire is pretty quick. Just start a fire, put the body parts on the fire.
They don't have the
Start.
capacity, basically, to burn it all.
They don't have enough incinerators.
Or they'll keep breaking down. So
Open funeral pyres.
there was another one talking about dead bodies and body parts. There was
Halloween special.
Yeah, I was
coming
gonna
early.
in Mexico. Have you not seen this story?
Yeah.
They were driving around in a big HGV, and it kept going to like different neighbourhoods and parking up and stuff. It's refrigerated, And basically,
Fridge.
they found out that all the morgues were full and they had no capacity, so they were throwing dead bodies into this truck. But anyway,
General waste. Oh, this truck. Where's this
dead
truck
bodies. So just driving around the city collecting dead bodies.
taking? Bring out your dead.
But but its refrigeration unit broke, so it was just driving around and everyone, what the hell is that smell? And then that's how the story came out, apparently.
Oh, God.
And they opened it and it was just full of like 100 and odd bodies from gang wars and stuff.
What's the source of this problem? Not having room to put bodies.
Because too many people are getting murdered because of the latest cartel gang.
What
Isn't there
country is
something
this?
about
Mexico.
burning? Though? They're not into burning the dead or something. There's something. There's a reason for that truck. And
Well,
it's,
yeah, because there's no capacity in the morgue, basically.
right.
And I don't know who the people are, probably, as well.
Right, okay, so it'd be
This is all to do with cocaine, isn't it?
I don't know. Drug wars, yeah.
Cartel wars.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
dangerous.
well, your Aldi area managers that causing that.
Yeah. Where's it's like not one of my worst places to go and live.
Right,
Take
Mexico.
Yeah. Wouldn't fancy that.
Cancun, spring break.
Mm.
Yeah, but you sort of shepherded off in like a complex
Compound.
compound, aren't you?
Yeah.
You don't go out
No.
without an escort.
No. Or a Sierra.
And Orion.
Yes.
So Ryan had a bigger boot.
We had an escort. Like this would have been like a D reg or an F reg escort.
Nice.
And I always remember it having car radio nicked.
Really?
It's like an XR3i.
No, it was just a hatchback.
Just,
Box standard red hatchback. We were watching Porridge
Oh,
in the front room, all of us. And I remember hearing something. And then the next minute, a neighbour knocks on the door and says, your car's been broken into. And the radio had gone. It's a vivid memory, that.
car radios. That used to be a thing, didn't it?
Yeah, nicking
Stealing
car
car radios,
radios,
selling them in pubs.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's all like a hood now, isn't it, in new cars?
Yeah.
It's like a radio, is it?
The missus got her car broken into a while ago now when she was expecting a little one. And it was the middle of the night and I heard the alarm go off and they peeled the side of the strip that goes around the window, peeled it off and then popped the window out and it broke and then he reached in and grabbed some stuff. But I shot out of bed when I heard the alarm go off.
Naked.
Completely starkers, yeah, and we had like quite a big window, so I was banging on this window because I saw the fella who had his head in the car and he like cracked his head when he came out and he dropped a fag and the police came around and shit,
DNA.
put it in a bag and all that jazz. Yeah, I never caught him, but
No.
I was just starkers banging on this window. Just have shit himself.
It's the Amish Ben sex robot.
Yeah.
Imagine if you'd run out.
49-inch penis.
Yeah, the door would slam behind you, and your wife had managed to stay asleep throughout of it.
Wow, and I'm just naked in the street.
Naked sat on your front step. Again.
He's risen.
It was winter. So.
You'd have to sleep in the shed.
We didn't have it. Did we? Yeah, we did. Like a crappy little shed.
You'd have to have slept in there.
Under the spiders.
I did some DIY this morning.
What did you do?
Our eldest bed won't fit in the box room. It needed 30mm shave taken off it.
Mm-hmm.
So I modified the bed.
Have you split them up again now then?
No, they're in bunk beds.
Oh.
But she wanted to keep his bed and put it in the box room.
Oh,
as a
right.
spare bedroom.
Okay.
If any of the mates want to stay over.
Mm-hmm.
So it needed taking 30mm off the length of the bed. So you'd still be able to get the mattress in.
Do you
It's-
chop it down the middle and then put it back together?
No, I took 30mm off one end and put it back together.
That must have been a tight squeeze.
And I had to. There was cupboards that went underneath the bed, and I had to cut them down as well.
Oh, man.
It was all flat pat stuff. It was an interesting job, tricky. I had to assemble it in situ. To get it to
Around
fit in.
yourself.
Essentially, it's touching the skirting boards. Both ends are touching the skirting boards. It's a perfect fit.
Oh my god.
But you have to build it in the room, otherwise you can't get it in.
You have to do that with most beds, to be
That's
fair.
so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used brackets and shit and screwed it back together in situ. It's a fucking ball ache.
Would it have been easier to just get a new...
New bed. It was 500
Mind you, they're all
noughts.
the same, aren't they? Oh, the bed was...
It was
yeah.
a dear. It was 500 quid.
That's a lot.
With the mattress. Mattress was like 100, I think. So I did it, and it works. And they've jumped, the English one's jumped up on it, and it's still alive. You know, I've dropped to bits, so
So,
I've dropped for bits, it's right in it.
good way.
Yeah. With some leftovers. I used leftover brackets from the bunk beds.
Yeah, there's always leftovers from IKEA.
Yeah. Dowels,
Yeah.
glue,
Yeah.
screws, bolts,
There's
eh?
all kinds of crap left. Should we
Very selling keys.
move this along to Bakery Corner
Oh, fuck.
just to finish up
shit,
on?
yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
I'm getting the munchies now.
Are we going to eat on the podcast? 'Cause,
I just
we've had
One at a time.
complaints.
I don't know. You can have. These are some cakes that my wife has made. So I don't know what the recipe is. Just opening it. You might want this cling film.
It's better, isn't it? Can you hear him now?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Give me now.
So help yourself to
Cake.
a cake.
That's what I call a cupcake.
Yes, a
A
cupcake.
large cupcake.
It's a large cupcake.
It's got
I'm
some.
going to pick one up. Right. The white cupcakes, rather than chocolate ones. And
Yeah.
they've got sort of off-white icing. A big thick layer of off-white icing and nothing else. So I'm guessing this is going to be creamy,
Creamer.
Right, creamy.
Creamy.
and light, because there's no chocolate. And a
Oh.
sponge.
I think light is ambitious.
Yeah, I'm looking for a creamy mess.
A creamy mess. Oh wait.
Oh, what's going on there?
What?
What's going on in the middle?
Oh, there's jam in the middle.
This is a surprise. A jammy surprise.
Yeah, they're excellent.
So
Excellent.
it's just a normal fairy cake, and then my wife has made what's supposed to be buttercream on top, but
Right.
it's somehow turned
It's
into
more like icing.
It's like a fudge / fondant icing. Ben's not so sure.
Caramel.
Ben's not so sure.
I'm just working my way through the icing.
It's like a bit of caramelly, the topping, I thought.
Yeah.
Jam in the middle, I thought it's excellent. I can eat a bucket full of them.
There you go.
Of course, I could eat a bucket full. Yeah, definitely after a few.
Take my neighbour's Tupperware home that he brought a curry round in.
What else? Is that all you brought?
Now in here,
No, what's in here?
it's the most powerful banana bread I've ever made.
Oh, did Banana Man make it?
Smell that.
Eric?
Can you smell that?
Fucking hell.
He's,
It is bananas.
it's a mix between
Oh.
banana and bleach. Now I can take you through the recipe of this.
Right, come on, fire away.
So you need 3 very ripe bananas.
Can I eat this much or will I puke?
How black? How
No.
black are they? Are they just dotty or fully?
Pretty
fully
much fully,
gone?
fully brown.
Basically,
What?
this is like eating a banana.
There you go. You have to eat some.
Thanks. I will.
It's very
Can I have
moist.
half of that?
I just thought,
Oh, it's very moist.
So 3 very ripe
It's so
bananas.
moist.
3 very ripe bananas.
Yeah.
200 grams of plain flour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200 grams of caster sugar. A teaspoon of bicarb of soda. A teaspoon of baking powder. Why
Hey.
am I dick?
I want a knife with rats.
That's a recipe.
You're giving the recipe and there's like a soundtrack to it with this knife rattling on the plate.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Julie, Julie, Julie. Bananas. Jingle, 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 jingle. 300 grams of flour. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Fuck me.
200 grams of flour.
Go on. Caster sugar.
200 grams.
Yeah, go on.
Teaspoon of bicarb of soda.
Yeah.
Teaspoon of baking powder.
Yeah. And baking powder.
3 ripe bananas. Very ripe bananas.
Black bananas.
Yeah. a teaspoon of vanilla extract,
Yes.
50 grams of butter, and 1 egg. And mix it all up into a batter. You have to mash the bananas, obviously.
Right.
And then you just pour it into a baking tin and put it in the oven for an hour at 160.
Fuck.
There you go.
That
Boom.
sounds easy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's just like eating a banana.
Well,
Yeah. I prefer. Yeah. It's good.
and it's got a banana bread.
But it's a banana cake,
banana
isn't
cake,
it?
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a banana cake.
Choc chips might go well with this as well. Yeah.
She makes treacle toffee,
This is, yeah.
and that is incredible. Don't know how she makes it. I'll have to get the recipe for next week.
Parkin's a good one for bonfire night.
Mm.
It's like a gingery.
Pretty sure I could
Nonsense.
wring
It's
this
not
out,
ginger
though.
ale. Yeah. Well, yeah. Where's all the liquid come from?
I think it's the bananas.
3 very
There's
ripe bananas.
some local news this week.
What?
A 14-year-old schoolgirl was attacked outside the One Stop in broad daylight
Where's One Stop?
on Blackpool Lane
Oh, right. Shit.
from our ladies. Don't know if you'd heard on the grapevine.
Attacked.
No?
25-year-old man, unremarkable description. So they didn't catch him. A woman intervened, and whatever happened, and he ran off,
What was he doing?
grabbing her.
Why?
Well, presumably to take her to a car and
Kidnap.
yeah,
That really happened?
yeah. Last week, this week.
Did she know him?
We don't know that much. Not much information. It's only
Stranger danger. Do they still teach that in schools? Yes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Are you not finishing your cupcake, Ben?
No, I'm not. I'm going to save it for the car journey home.
Throw it out the window.
That's not what's going to happen.
You can just cut the bit off your bit and give it to your wife. Because it's lovely.
Maybe I'll do that. It is nice. It is nice.
Please share my banana bread with your family, Phil. Don't just eat it all yourself.
No, I might struggle. I'm gonna eat both them though. But I'm gonna have some protein first.
All right, yeah.
Some protein. I'm feeling some
Some
bacon,
bacon.
some chicken pieces, some cheese.
Some
This is my pig out night Sunday.
wasabi peas.
Wasabi
No, I'm not gonna venture for them.
I might have some.
Take some here.
Will do. Right, is that it then?
If you like.
Our bakery corner's finished.
Bakery corner has finished. Is that the end of the podcast?
Yeah, if you like.
You've done
Oh, no.
an hour and 19.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about something else?
Oh, yeah, we could. Can't think of anything now.
All right, then let's put a line under it.
Putting a nail in it.
All right.
Bye.
See you next week.
Genghis Khan.